Hello everybody, this is the update on the car. Everything is pretty much done. I'm going to go over everything I guess that told you guys I was going to be doing with the car. I did a lot of things with it, so over the winter and pretty much up to now. Well, as you see, these are pretty wide ass tires. You know, these are what's for the back. Right here, these are let's start here, I guess. What were these? I forgot what size these things are. They're pretty big. They're like 30 inches tall or something like that. Oh snap! 285 70 15s, and those are 245 60 15. Now on these ones here, I kept the spacers on the front. I told you I had to put the adapter spacers on there on the other videos. And I showed you on the one video how to drill it out and everything and get it to where you didn't have to use the spacer on the back. I had to do it for the clearance. Okay, I have weight on my rear end right now, so I have the clearance. I already had these. I had these on the car before, and I had the clearance. So, but not with the spacers. And this is, if you remember in the last video, one of the other videos I showed you with how to use the spacer as your guide. You know, see, and then you just drill the holes out. Okay, and that's what I did. It worked out great on that side. As you see, I'm starting it on this side. And all new 3-inch exhaust I put up in there. Pipes, real nice exhaust. It all pretty much went together pretty good. You know, of course there is your cutting you got to do and all that, you know, cutting and fitting and whatnot. The tailpipe, at the tailpipe side though, this tailpipe, it came out and then it actually pointed downward. It went way back, you know, all the way to the back bumper, but it pointed down. And then the other one was real nice. Hey, look at this. And the other one was real nice. That one went perfectly straight with the frame. So what I ended up doing is I ended up buying a piece, from this piece here. I bought this, but it doubled. It went curved this way and then it curved back this way. You know, it had another curve and I used it on the other side. I ended up having to buy an extra piece, okay, of stainless. I think that piece alone was like $53 or something like that. All right. As you see, the UMIs, and then I put UMIs up on top too. I did that for the clearance of the exhaust, to get it to clear, to get everything to clear, because it's pretty tight in there. So as you see, I got the new exhaust. I think I can get at it better from the passenger side. Sorry, I'm going to be all over the place here, guys. Just kind of give you an update on what did. Here's my old exhaust, and then okay, here's the exhaust all the way through X pipe, with the X pipe and everything. New drive shaft. Actually, I put the 400 in there. I put the 400. I'm sorry, the 200 overdrive trains in, and then this here, you can see it right there. That's a pressure valve that came from Monster. I got that from Monster. It's an external lockup kit. It's this little kit they sell. It's real simple to install. You see right here, this is a ground wire. This right here goes to the ground wire. Now my car came with the 400, so I used the original power feed wire that went underneath the to the gas pedal on the car. Okay, that would feed a positive. When you pushed on it all the way, it would send a positive down to the 400. But I use that wire because this white wire goes to a positive. Okay. New train, well, not brand spanking new. This was in my brother's Grand National. Oh, I'm sorry, in his T-Type. I think it was the T-Type, or was it the Grand National? It was one of them. I can't remember which one it was in now. It was the T-Type. Anyway, okay, so the all new exhaust. Put that in the new drive shaft. The drive shaft, I think I only had to have that cut from a 400 to the 200. I only had to have it cut. I'm gonna say it was one inch. I think the guy said 1 inch he had to cut off, or 3/4 of an inch. Now the drive shaft, though, I took the drive shaft in the other videos I mentioned it. I took the drive shaft out of the 95 Impala, because that's a 95 Impala rear end disc brake setup, or the whole rear end. And as you know, I put the 373 gears in it and all that. Make a long story short, other videos say it was just too much RPM, so that's why I put the 200 in there. Now from the 200, now this is a long tail, and it's the long tail 400. So if you put a 200 from a 400 long tail, and the only thing I had to do was it was 1 inch difference. This was the 400 bolts. This is now for the 200. It was exactly 1 inch I had to drill forward, and then get the drive shaft cut for get the drive shaft cut, but take the drive shaft out of a Impala or Caprice 95. It was the same. Or obviously, you know, to work on the rear end part, the U-joints and everything, but I had all that redone anyways. But the cap size would be correct. Other things I had done, okay. Put a new radiator with the dual fans. This is just kind of wired up real quick, like, because I ordered a kit for the dual relay I want to set that up, because my fitech, I can run one fan at one temperature and then the other fan at another temperature to come on and shut off. This is the wire here for the second fan. Right here for the second fan, that's the wire. The other one is a yellow. That was routing around somewhere and going. And that one's set up. I got it set up on one, but fan one, but it's kicking on both of them. So I had that all. I put a new radiator, aluminum radiator in. I had the motor out. I took the motor out, and I had the motor read things done to it. You know, I had it boarded out and stuff like that. And when I boarded out, crank balanced, and you know, one thing led to another. It just got more and more. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, so some of this looks like shit right now, but I'm still kind of getting it, you know, getting everything set up. I'm not too worried about it right now, because like I said, I'm waiting for the wiring kit, and then that's it. And then I can straighten up the rest of it that I need to. Bought this air cleaner. I've been looking for one like that, a black one, and finally found one. Really like that. I think that looks really good. And that's made by Edelbrock. And let me see, I'm trying to remember everything that I was gonna kind of go over. And there's other videos about the sway bars. I put the big sway bars in front and back, you know, so I got 4-wheel disc. Let's see, what else is there? Did the exhaust, the trans, and like I said, part of that. And then I ordered I gave these guys a little shout out there. If you look at my shifter, it now says overdrive, and it's a factory shifter, but it's got the overdrive symbol, and that's just a sticker. Now they do make better ones where it some cars come with, it's actually you replace the whole glass in there and everything. Mine is just a sticker, and it just goes in, and they give you, it's called ShiftWorks. They give you the shifter, the plate that you put in there. You change your plate, your stock plate, to the overdrive plate, and it goes right in. And it was real simple to do. They give you the cable and everything, and it's an adjustable cable. Now here is what I was saying about for my 400. Okay, this right here is originally for the 400. You know, you get your power feed, it's constant power on the pink, or ignition power, and then when you step on the gas, all the way this comes over here, like so, and it sends power down to orange, which then sends it down to the transmission for your car to downshift. Well, I used that same power source, it's right here, and you know, I use the same power source, so it's all good. I'll start the car in a minute. I'm trying to just go over everything before I do start it. Let me see, and you can see more from this side too. I think that's pretty much everything. I mean, like I said, other videos have about everything, about the rear end, what I did with the rear end and whatnot, and everything else that I had done. You know, like I said, the big sway bars and what I did with the sway bar for the front, the spacers. I had the spacers with these spacers on here. These had the studs on them. I knocked the studs out so I can do my line it up and everything. You know, so I can make these holes, and then I can have my original 5x4 and 7.5 lug pattern, because that's what I wanted, because I needed it for the tire clearance. With these spacers, I didn't have the tire clearance for those tires, but I finally got a set of the 275s, and the 275s would have worked with the spacers, but I kept those, and I got those. I had to get them. I got another cutlass I can use them on. I'm just trying to make sure I gone over everything here. So yeah, it was a lot of project, and here's the rear. This is the rear end. Now, as you may have seen my other videos on my green cutlass. Now, it's an original straight six car, 22,000 mile car. I'm gonna take all this stuff here, because all this stuff is actually new. You know, the spindles, rotors, whatever, all this stuff. You know, this has got the factory sway bar in it and everything, which is right there. This rear end is a posi. It is only a, what was that thing called? What was that? A 240 something or something like that. 241, 252, something like a small rear end. It's great for a highway though, but you know, little posi. Springs are new. You know, I don't know what the hell I did with the other one, but it's around somewhere. You know, things are a mess right now. I have so much going on. This is back on the green one. I've been debating on if I'm going to keep it a straight six or keep it all original, or if I'm going to go and turn it into the 442 clone. So, but you know, here, just in case I do, this is a date code 455. It is a 76 motor. You can see, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but right here, there's a 6 right there, 36M. That is your, that may help if I put it on there. You guys can see that. Try to get a little angle here for you. I can't really see. You can see the 6, but anyways, yeah, it's 36M. You know, 3 is the I can't think what it's called now. Department, I think it would be. You know, which is Oldsmobile. 6 is the year, and M is Lansing. So, and 455. I know it's a 455 right here. It's a J block. It's got a J on there. Big blocks came with letters. Small blocks came with numbers. Okay. Now. Okay, what else? I don't get confused. Small blocks. Some small blocks they'll have a J. Oh, I'm sorry, not a J. They'll have a 5A. You know, but it's still a small block, so it's a 5. What else? Let me see. This was a lot of the parts that I had in there, and you can see the box for Monster, and that I got from Monster. That kit is great. It was simple to install. I mean, I just gotta set my cable. Just gotta need to set my cable on it. Another thing I found was these, which was nice. I was looking for these. These are 10 millimeters. I want it black. I did not want some, red or yellow or something like that. I just didn't want it. These are made by Speedmaster. They're 10 millimeter for Oldsmobiles. And they're real nice. They were real nice, and that's what I was looking for. I had these on here, the MSDs, but these are only like 8.5s or something like that. Maybe even smaller than that. Yeah, I'm not even sure. So I wanted something a little more better. Now I gotta clean it up and shit. Like I said, I ran it for a while, did my break-ins and stuff like that, and set my timing. But everything seems to be okay and going good. Just waiting on that one, the relay kit for the fans. Which, speaking of, then this kit here, or the radiator and the shroud, or radiator and the fans, those are dual 14-inch with the radiator, was $289, which is real good price, because I was pricing a lot of them out. That was actually ended up being a real good deal, and really, I mean, and this radiator, I mean, dropped right in. You can see it's lined up right on the hold downs on both of them, all 4 of them, I should say. It's right on them. It was perfect size. Let me see. And I'm sorry guys, I'm just trying to make sure I cover everything. And please, if there is something I forgot, let me know. Let me see. I went with all ARP bolts. ARP bolts. I had I had it boarded out, new pistons, all that good stuff. The crank balanced and everything. Let's see, what else did I have done? The heads. I had the heads, the valves done on the heads. I had put better springs in there just in case I decide to up my cam. It'll be able to handle it. It's okay. It's good with the Mandello 2022 cam. But if I decide to up it, I'll be okay. I won't have no problems. And I think that's pretty much everything, guys. If there is something I missed, please just message me or comment or something, and I'll reply back. Something you want to know or anything like that. Check out that green one. Check out my green one. And give me what you think I should do. Should I go with that 442, the 442 look, clone? It is a lime green colored one. I think it's code 40. I think it looks so nice, and with the interior on that car is so perfect. I mean, it just destined for it, I guess. But keeping it original is a beautiful thing. It's only original once. But anyway, okay, well, start it up here, and as you all know, we got the fitech and all that, so you just turn the key on, you can hear it. Okay, a second, that's it. Now it will idle down. It'll take a minute. It idles down by itself. I got the idle set. There it is, idling down right now. See? I hope you guys can hear me over the noise. And you're not trying to hear what I'm saying. You can see, everything's good. It's not up to temp yet. I got my fans to kick on real sudden. I think I got them to kick on about 140 right now. I just got it until I got everything set right, and then this way I can set everything how I want it, which I might keep them right around that temperature anyway. And then say, okay, yeah, see, a little bit under. You know, it's still in the good normal motor, but if it goes up, it'll go up a little bit as the car warms up. You can see my IAC is low right now. I don't know if you can see that. It bounces between 0 and 3. But once the car warms up, it'll go up. So, there's, I don't know if you guys can even hear me over that. That's loud. Put that here. And there's, you can see how wide the tires are now. I got them just fitting up in there. Maybe not. Hold on. Sorry about this. Sorry if you can't hear me. See how wide they are. I mean, they fit in there nice too. And right to the wheel well. The front, you know, everything looks good. So right now, as yeah, see now my IAC is going up to 1. As the engine warms up, the IAC will probably, I think I got it set right about 5, I think is when it is. My oil pressure is real nice. Got real good oil pressure. So, and the as I was trying to say, right now I do have gas fumes because the fitech totally reset from when I had it all disconnected and everything. For over a long period of time, it goes back to factory settings, and then it'll start to learn all over again. Plus, I had to change in the initial setups. I had to change my engine size because now it's been boarded, and I think that's it. And then I think I set my idle a little bit. I think I set it a little bit more. No, a little bit less. Right now, I'm only running water because I wanted to make sure there was no leaks and I didn't want to get antifreeze over everything. And so I ran just straight water for now until I know everything is good. Because like I said, I just, you know, redid the whole motor and repainted everything. So it's dirty as hell, as you could tell, I'm sure. But yeah, I'm digging it now. I'm liking the way it's looking with these tires. I didn't really like it at first with these tires on there. I think it was because I had those tires on my Oldsmobile rims, and it just made the rim look real small. So I'll keep it with these rims, and then my 275s I'll put the Oldsmobile rims on there, and that looked good like that. I mean, I got pictures, I think, with and maybe I have pictures or video when it had the Oldsmobile rims with the 275s. It looked really good. Okay, so I guess that's everything. I mean, kind of rambling on here on you guys. Sorry about that. I'm just trying to cover everything I can think of. So this will be, I'm pretty much done. Maybe a few more little tweaks here and there and little diddly dallying around, and I'll be good. Thank you guys for checking out the videos, and you know, please leave a comment and everything, and you know, share some of your video of your Oldsmobiles. You know, I always like to see them Oldsmobiles. You know, it's a dying breed, I know, I get it, but we're still out there. And that's it, everybody. You guys all have a good one. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, thumbs up, all that good nature stuff.